A very beautiful morning to you viewers. Welcome to Best Update TV, your number one online news update channel. This is the breakfast table where we bring to you nuggets, information, education, poetry and lots more to get your day started on the right note and with the right vibe. I am Elizabeth Alakija. Do stay tuned. You can do anything but not everything. At the same time, you don't have to figure everything out. We start as many times as possible. Your inner peace is too expensive to be sacrificed. Do more of what makes you forget about time. Instead of hustling to build a life that looks good, what if you slowed down and cultivated a life that feels good? Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles always starts somewhere. Nothing will be achieved unless you take action. Momentum plus repeated efforts will take you further than expected. Moving on to our poetry this morning. As promised yesterday, I said I was going to be reading out a review of our viewers on the breakfast table this morning, but before we go there, let me read out the poetry of today. Alberto Rios, A House Called Tomorrow. You are not 15, 12 or 17. You are an undwelled wild century, and 15 bringing with you in every breath and in every step. Everyone who has come before you, all the yous that you have been, the mothers of your mother, the fathers of your father. If someone in your family tree was trouble, 100 were not. The bad do not win, not finally, no matter how loud they are. We simply will not be here if it were so. You are made fundamentally from the good, with the knowledge you never match alone. You are the breaking news of the century. You are the good who has come forward. Through it all, even if so many days feel otherwise, but think, when you as a child learned to speak, it is not that you didn't know words. It's that from the centuries you know so many, and it's hard to choose the words that will be your own. And it's hard to choose the words that will be your own. From those centuries, we human beings bring with us the simple solution and songs, the river bridges and star charts and song harmonies, all in service to a simple idea that we can make a house called tomorrow. What we bring finally into the new day every day is ourselves, and that's all we need to start. That's everything we require to keep going. Look back only for as long as you must, then go forward into the history you will make. Be good, then better. Write books, cure diseases, make us proud, make yourself proud. And those who came before you, when you hear thunder, hear it as their applause. Isn't that a beautiful poet? I urge you to listen to it over and over again and let me know what you think about today's poetry. As usual, I will be reading out your reviews after the nuggets this morning. Did you know the world's most successful pirate was a woman? A 19th century Chinese pirate, Qing Xing, a former sex worker and widow of fearsome pirate Cheng Yi, who succeeded her husband and eventually controlled and commanded more than 1,800 pirate ships and 80,000 men. Did you know a sea lion once saved a man? A man named jumped off San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge but survived despite breaking his back. While it seemed he would not make it, a sea lion came to the rescue, swimming beneath him and keeping him afloat until the guards came. On birthdays today, shout out to Kobams Azukwo. Happy birthday to you, a Nigerian singer, musician, songwriter, music producer, public speaker, and businessman who was born on this day in 1982. Happy birthday, Cobhams. Also today is the birthday of Ikechukwu Eric Azu, popularly known as Vic Azani. Thunder Fire You, that is popularly known with his song Thunder Fire You, a Nigerian alt singer, songwriter, and musician born on this day, January 6, 1989. Happy birthday to you, Rikazani. We love you and we hope to hear more of your beautiful songs. Also the same to Cobhams Azukwo. Also to a very special someone in my life, a father figure. Happy birthday to you, Dr. Shogule O.N. of Olabisi Onabanjo University. I love you and I do cherish you. Thank you for the fatherly love and care of all those years. Today, on this day, January 6, 2011, Uche Okafor, a Nigerian footballer, passed. Also on this day internationally, 1942, the Pan American Airlines became the first commercial airline to schedule a flight around the world. On this day in 1639, the Virginian orders half of its tobacco crop destroyed to support plunging prices and to avoid an economic catastrophe, becoming the first colony to order destruction of crops. Also on this day in 1941, the US President Franklin Roosevelt makes his fourth freedom speech, which is freedom of speech and worship, freedom from want and needs, during his US State of Union address. On the international celebrations today is the Three Kings Day, which marks the glorification of the baby Jesus by the three wise men. Today is Apple Tree Day. Learn about the history of apple trees and how they are planted today. Today is Dry Beans Days for the beans lover. Jelly beans to also be added to it. Today is Epiphany Day, which marks the final celebration day of the Christmas holiday season. If you are still having your Christmas tree hung around in the house, it is time to take it down. Work has resumed, work has started. It is also the take down the Christmas day coincidentally. So yes, work has resumed. Take down that Christmas tree. Enough of the holiday spirit and plunge into the new year. Today is National Cuddle Up Day. A great excuse to warm up by cuddling up with those closest to us. Today is National Shortbread Day for shortbread lovers, shortcake biscuit lovers. Today is the day to go and try one. Go to that mall and try one today. Today is Take a Poet to Lunch Day. Who is taking me out today? Celebrate all the poets around you. They are doing a very good job. Take one out on the lunch date today. Today is World Day for War Orphans. For those of you that have been made orphans due to the war and one disaster of the other, we celebrate you today. We want to let you know that you are loved and keep waxing strong, keep standing strong. The world is yours to conquer. And that's all on our nugget this morning. Before we go on a short break, as promised, I am going to be reading one of the viewers' comments on our yesterday's poetry. According to Daniel Sledge, he says the poem talks about all the pessimistic things about the world in which we live in. The poet is a mother who keeps all the negative features of life away from her children and doing her best to show them only the positive features. No wonder she concluded the poem by saying, "This place could be beautiful. You could make this place beautiful." Thank you very much, Daniel Sledge. We appreciate your comment, and we employ every other viewer to listen to today's poetry and send in your views, send in your comments. The top 3 comments will be read out live on the breakfast table tomorrow. I'll be right back after a short break to deliver the headlines to you. Do stay tuned.
Best Update TV is built upon core values that helps keep us together in this journey. Professionalism, integrity and commitment, teamwork and...
You're welcome back to the breakfast table. I remain Elizabeth Alakija. On our headlines this morning, starting with the Vanguard. All government payments must be cashless. While fuel crisis has persisted, NMPCL NMDPRA explains. Unable to meet 5 million naira bail, man rots in prison for 10 years. End crude oil theft by May 29, Buhari orders security agencies. EFCC operating outside its powers, says Agbakoba. NDDC shame of a nation, says Onochie, new chairman. Nigeria's trade surplus rises 69% to $11.58 billion. Kwakwanso tackles Obasanjo, Edwin Clark over Obi's endorsement. How Obasanjo's seizure of Lagos revenue triggered our brain work. Military pension begins payment of allowance to retirees, deceased officer families. Forex, federal government laments dominance of foreign academic materials in educational institutions. 18 burnt to death in Bauchi auto crash. Some APC governors, senators working for Atiku, says PDP PPC. Moving on to the nation headlines. Presidential poll. G5 keeps PDP supporters in suspense. All APC governors behind Tinubu, Sule affirms. Council autonomy, our edict on constitution amendments. Fuel station sealed for selling above approved price. Aregbesol's men in Osun, APC campaign team. NFRU to enforce ban on cash withdrawals from public accounts 1st of March. Labour Party candidate Obi promises to eradicate poverty. Stock market loses 429 billion naira. Couple, 6 others arrested for allegedly killing and selling women's parts. Makinde to announce preferred candidates, group protests exclusion of Atiku's name on list. On the Daily Sun headlines this morning. Federal government, states, local government go full cashless 1st of March. Presidency, Obi most qualified, says Afe Babalola. Defaulters risk 3 years jail, NFRU warns. 3 tires withdrew 1.082 trillion naira in cash between 2015 and now. NDDC money spent in Abuja, Dubai orders Onochie board chairman. NNPC denies exporting 17.87 million barrels of oil without documentation. Custom loses 4 officers, arrest 176 smuggling suspects. Lagos Ibadan Expressway, motorists, commuters groan as construction resumes. I'll lead Nigeria to prosperity, says Tinubu. Kanu rally proves he has nothing to offer, says Atiku. Local government autonomy stalling constitution review, Deputy Senate President. EFCC shouldn't be in existence, doing safe job as police, Agbakoba. Only countries investing in technologies can succeed, says Naseni EVC. G5 governors in Oyo keep mum on Atiku, seek support for other parties' candidates. And finally, on the Punch headlines this morning. 28 governors pile up 5.8 trillion naira debt for incoming governments. Consumer says electricity tariff hike illegal, anger spread. Federal government gives operators ultimatum to name oil wells owners. Supporters demand sainthood for Benedict as ex-pope is buried. Makinde kickstart second-term campaign, faces multiple battles. How Lagos policeman ministry paid 185,000 naira for newborn. Lagos Ibadan highway, commuters groan as Julius Berger returns. And that will be on our headlines this morning. Thank you for staying tuned to Best Update TV, your number one update news channel. I remain your host on TV, Elizabeth Alakija. Do have a lovely day.
Best Update TV is built upon core values that helps keep us together in this journey. Professionalism, integrity and commitment, teamwork and innovation, creativity and service. Keep watching Best Update TV.